What do plastic surgeons do when they're not doing plastic surgery? We'll break it down full throttle next on Hey Doc. Hey Doc audience, we're going to talk about what plastic surgeons are doing when they're not doing plastic surgery. It's actually quite interesting, Rod, you know. We do have some hobbies and we're not just pencil neck geeks, right?
Yeah, we do. But, you know, when I get home, I take out the garbage. You know, it's like, my wife keeps me even keeled. But no, you know, on weekends, I, do Orange Theory. I do a lot of yoga. I think that's good. And then I try and hang out and travel with my kids. And so, I mean, just kind of good, normal stuff to kind of balance life because of all the other things that we do. And
well, if you look at social media, Renee, you know, like most people don't even think plastic surgeons are married or have a family, or I mean, that's so right. It's like, right?
And sometimes it's intentional. I don't know if my husband wants to always be on my social media, but I say I am a different person depending on the time of day you catch me. Between 4 and 6 a.m., I'm a runner. And I've actually run 52 marathons. I'm getting ready for my 16th Boston Marathon, but that's my zen, that's my therapy. Then I quickly become mom hat, then I become doctor, and then I become unpaid rideshare driver by taking my boys to their travel sports. And if I have a little time, I'm a tempted francophile. I take French lessons. I have a French coach.
You were saying that. Yeah, you're pretty good at it, right? Parlez-vous français back there? That's
very good.
Armando, do you have any hobbies?
Absolutely. So, yeah, I mean, when I'm not in the office, I'm a husband, I'm a dad, but I grow flowers. So I found it to be very compatible with surgery, actually. There's tools, it's hand-eye coordination, there's diagnoses to make, and you get to watch something develop and grow. And so, yeah, I spend a lot of time in my greenhouse and in my garden.
Do you get there with your Ferrari?
No, I can walk there, thankfully.
He actually plants flowers in his Ferrari. John Cook, the famous Dr. John Cook. John, what hobbies do you have, and what do you do when you're not doing plastic surgery?
Well, I have too many hobbies. That's the problem. But, my biggest hobby right now is my new granddaughter, and that's a blessing, and they live very close. I have two wonderful sons. We're all in the same neighborhood, and we get to see each other all the time, and that's at a far different level than anything else. But recently, I think I now hit 1,555 days in a row on Duolingo Espanol. I love learning languages. I started off with German. I became obsessed with French, which is still probably my number one favorite language. But now Espanol is great, and spend a lot of time. I like to get to the point where I can actually, read the literature in those languages. And yeah, it takes a lot of darn work, but it's fun. And if you apply yourself every day, just like going to the gym, you get better at it. But it goes on and on. But I think the more interests you have, you share them. We're lucky in Chicago. We've got an amazing opera house, and we subscribe to that. And I don't know why. It just seems so many of my patients happen to like opera, so it's fun. You get to talk about it with them, and it's just the more interests you have, the more you can share with your patients. And so much of what we do is about sharing.
Yeah, people don't really think I have any hobbies, but actually, I always think, well, I actually got quite a few hobbies. And one thing, I don't know if it's even a hobby, but if I wasn't a plastic surgeon, I'd probably be an IT guy, because I like always working on 3 computers, and I do all this stuff with the technical things. And that's probably how I got into the plastic surgery channel. But I do things like play guitar, not well, but I do it. And, so I try to get better at that. And certainly kids stuff has been a huge part of my last 20 years, so being a hockey dad and a swim dad, and still going, my daughter's swim meets at Texas to go hook them, of course.
And Bill has the most amazing RV. He's my neighbor. I always know when his RV's out. It's amazing.
You're trying to get me to buy an RV. I don't think you gotta buy
an RV. I'm telling you, it's just great. It's a family affair, man.
This is an RV.
That's great. It's a real RV.
I know. You know what I'm thinking, sorry.
It's huge. Texas side.
We need to take him.
Anyway, it's fun.
Armando, you ever done any RVing?
You know, during COVID, and when you couldn't travel very easily, I rented an RV and drove it down to the Keys. That was a really good experience. I'm not sure my kids would say it was a good experience, but yeah, we did a little bit. It was fun.
It's big. It's big in Florida.
Now it was nothing like yours, Bill. I mean, this was like a little, Mercedes.
Yeah, we're gonna show a photo of it. No, it's great.
You know, another thing about us too is I think they think when we get together, that all we do is talk plastic surgery, and it's such a great network of friends. And I mean, we go out, we have fun, we enjoy ourselves just like everyone else.
Yeah. It's like they kind of said, what is it? Sabiston said, work hard, play hard.
Play hard.
Yeah, play harder.
Shop hard.
Shop play hard. I don't think Sabiston said that. Yeah. He just worked hard.
Yeah. Well, what do you think? What do you think we do? What are our hobbies? Would you like to see more of this? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to Hey Doc, and we'll see you next time.